If you have played a Warriors game, or you are a fan of the series, there is not much I can tell you on this one, as it is the same game as the previous entry, with few updates such as updated graphics, new characters, new gameplay mechanics, expanded the storyline, and a new game mode. Now the question to ask, is the game good though? Well, like most Warrior games, they each have their own strong points and weak points. Hello, I'm Sei, and this is my review of Samurai Warriors 5 for the Nintendo Switch. I want to first start off with the graphics. The first thing that came to my mind is how gorgeous the graphics are this time around. The whole battlefield and the characters on the screen seems like a mix of Japanese art and anime while maintaining the looks of some older Warrior games. Smooth animations and detailed characters, as well as some lovely cutscenes, provide us an enjoyable and unique experience compared to previous entry. Although the Nintendo Switch version did not have strong hardware to push more of the graphics, it still looks great playing on the handheld. Let's talk about the gameplay. There's not much that has changed for the gameplay. You pick a character from the large selection of the roster, you go around the map defeating thousands of enemies, you have different skills and combos as well as items to aid you. A new combat mechanic that they added in the 5th game is called the Ultimate Skill, which can use to take down a special unit or continue the combo stream. You can choose which ultimate skill you want to equip on your characters to allow different playstyles. Lastly, they allow all characters to use all the weapons in the games, as well as adding a mastery ranking for each type of the weapons. Each character start out with a higher rank in mastery for their preferred weapon. Once you level up the weapon, you unlock new combos as well as new ultimate for your characters. Overall, the combat is satisfying as you mow down thousands of enemies. For some, it could be repetitive. On that note, depending on the difficulty you choose, the enemy becomes too easy to kill or they do too much damage early on that it becomes too difficult to progress. Another issue is that the AIs are known to be brain dead as they sometimes don't fight back and just stand there taking the hits. The worst of all is that they brought back home weapons. I don't mind it as much, but my time playing the game, I realized that the same weapon on 3 different characters can get too repetitive. Some characters have altered combos to keep them unique, but it ends up making them too weak, gives them a reason not to choose to play as them unless you are a fan of the character. Citadel mode is the new game mode that was supposed to add more replayability, but the game became too much of a grind as you farm materials while playing through different scenarios. The material that you gain through these scenarios are used to upgrade the castle, which allows you to upgrade character levels, the item shop, and the weapon masteries. It's a nice feature, but it's not something that you want to spend a lot of time on. Story is completely redone and expanded upon on its more focus on dialogue, character building, and providing more context. They try to create a more compelling story, but due to the limited character cast, as well as some removed characters, it ended up fell short as the pacing and some of the plotline were misplaced. However, they improved on presentation as there are more action scenes and no longer having characters standing still or portrait arts during their dialogue. I would like to mention that the Switch version still have frame rate issues, as too many enemies on the map can cause the FPS to drop, causing the game to be unplayable. Samurai Warriors 5 was a fun experience. There are a lot of things they can improve on, but at the same time they got some right. I had a fun time going through the story mode and completing the game. Overall, if you're a newcomer and interested in these type of games, I would recommend trying out the other Warrior games as this was average at best. With that, thank you for watching and hit the like button.